Hey, hello, sacred friend. Welcome back. I am Lori Andrus, and today we are going to talk about filtering the noise. Yes, this theme came through loud and clear in meditation yesterday, and it felt really important to share here and to have a bit of conversation about. But before we dive in there, I want to just do a quick check in and a little bit of an update. First of all, I'd love to hear what is unfolding in your world as we've been navigating this energy, kind of several energetic waves since the spring equinox. So for the last couple of weeks, we've really had, kind of a series of cascades of movement in the skies that have been energetically creating shifts and changes in the ways that we are experiencing our day-to-day lives. One of the really big things that personally I've been noticing is a sense of exhaustion. Yeah, like really feeling tired, needing extra sleep, sleeping very deep, and having incredibly vivid dream time. Active, vivid dream time. I can tell that my soul is working and processing and digging deep during dream time. Really unearthing some deeper layers. That's one of the first things that I've really been noticing. The next thing that I've been noticing has been almost what I'm going to call like a foggy brain. Like my brain has just felt really foggy. Focus has been difficult. I'm able to show up for, some of the things that I need to be doing in my day-to-day life and for the places where I need to be active and engaged in my programs and with clients and stuff like that. But in those general spaces where I tend to kind of fill in with other activities or be in kind of reflective types of states and meditative types of states, my brain gets really like almost mushy and foggy during those times. And that's been really interesting to me. I think part of it, is these waves of energy. Part of it is processing on deeper levels and letting the part of me that likes to really think a lot, that likes to be active and engaged mentally and mentally stimulated. It's almost like if that part of myself has needed to just kind of take a back seat for a little bit and really create a lot of softness. I want to circle back to the piece of exhaustion because there was something else around that was really interesting for me. The thing that I noticed was that some of the things that I would do almost on like not like on like just an automatic sort of thing, like a default type of action to create restful space, like maybe a Netflix binge or, just kind of tuning out and like giving myself space to zone out. Some of the things that otherwise or typically had been restful for me suddenly became not restful. And I needed to actually really get curious about what actually creates a sense of restful energy for me. What is it that really will be nourishing? And if you've noticed this within yourself, I want to invite you to get curious as well. Spend a little time thinking about what are the things that will actually nourish you in rest. So one of the unusual things Chris and I did was we hung one of our hammocks that we bring up north in the summer. We hung it down in the basement between two, kind of main beams, support beams for the basement. And oh my goodness, talk about a really, truly restful activity. Another one was that I really found myself needing to take baths, lots and lots of deep baths, where I was just soaked and immersed and in like just in the water, like really well nourished in that way. I found that some of those types of activities were what was really truly restful for me. The other one that this is an always restful thing for me is getting outside. And the piece that was more emphasized during this time was less about being outside just in my neighborhood or in my yard. It was get into the forest, into the forest, into the forest. That was the energy that was really nourishing. So I found myself taking longer road trips to hit some of the parks that are really nourishing for me. And when I say longer, like a 45-minute to an hour drive kind of place. We all have different context for what that means, but for me, that's what I'm referring to. Short day trips, things I can do in an afternoon or in a morning, sort of thing. So exhaustion, foggy brain. Those two areas were really what I noticed a lot of. And then deep dream time processing. That's the third area. The thing that I feel is really happening right now, and I don't think this is a new theme. I think this is something that collectively we've been moving through in different arcs and cycles. I just think that right now we're in, a big cycle of this type of energy. And the cycle that I think we're in that's like really emerging is the invitation to go deep, to do the deep dive or the deep healing work. Now, I know a lot of you who watch this channel or listen to my podcast, you are people who are already doing the deep work. And there's probably a part of you that goes, really, more of that? Do I have to? Take a deep breath, because quite frankly, I had the same response. So I got really curious about this. I wanted a little deeper insight. And I think what I found myself reflecting on was that there are certain themes that we kind of enter into our life with, themes that we find surface over and over and over. And we recognize each time they surface, the first couple times they surface, we may not kind of key into them. But then over time, we begin to recognize, here's that story again. And we dig in and do some work around it. We do some exploration. We uncover different facets of how it's playing out, how we are interpreting the interaction. And let's say it's an interaction with someone, how we're interpreting that interaction. We explore different aspects of the perhaps core wound that initiated this, series of, or the path of healing within us. The thing that the message actually that came forward around this was to really recognize that it's not that we haven't completed something. It's not that we're, being, brought to the fire in any way, or, that we've done something wrong. It's actually that we have more space to grow. We have more space to expand, and we can expand our understanding of this yet even further. We can understand our expanding of humanity and our journey and this unique piece of humanity in a broader way. The other piece around this is that unless we ourselves are willing to really dig in and do the deep work, the idea and the fantasy and the desire to hold space for other people, to facilitate the healing path and the healing journey for other people, we can't do that unless we ourselves are willing to dive all the way in and really let ourselves receive the gifts of our experience. And I know we can talk about all the cliched, phrases that come and go around this, but ultimately there's a unique way that we will see and understand and know life that enables us to show up for other people in ways that are important, that are significant, and giving ourselves the space to really go there, to really peel back the layers, to really understand our own unique emotions, our own unique experiences, our own unique responses. That's what opens up the space for us to truly be present as others take their own healing journey. I think this piece is really coming forward right now at this time as I'm preparing for kicking off the year-long Take It to Ceremony training program. This is a facilitator training. Yes, it can be a deeply personal training if you want to dive in and go on a deeply personal journey for yourself, learn how to facilitate ceremony in your own life. It's a beautiful way to sink into this program. But it's also a program that is built to support practitioners in holding space for your clients and for your clients and groups of people in new and meaningful ways. And that will require you to do a little bit more personal work to understand the unique medicine that you bring to the world. Yeah. There are unique ways that you experienced life, that you see life, and that you hold space for others to evolve within. We need that. We need you in the world. Okay, so that was my little tangent there. But let's come back to this piece of the conversation for this week. I think we spent about 10 minutes, 12 minutes in that wave of energy that we've been dancing through since the spring equinox on March 20th. But here we are, it's March 4th or April 4th. Here we are. It is April 4th. I may land here. Okay, so it is April 4th, and we're really starting to feel the energy of spring here in Wisconsin. If you're in a northern climate, you may be noticing this as well. Most of the snow has melted for us, and it is actually, yesterday it was 62 degrees. Whew, it was wonderful. But, we're really starting to feel that energy of momentum moving into the spring season and the energy of expansion that comes with spring and summer and this time of the year. But one of the things that is also happening is that there's a lot of energetic noise going on in the world. There's a lot of chaos, energy happening in the world. And we can put this specifically to, political events. Today is election day, so we can direct it there. We can direct that to news, to social media, to lots and lots of different places. We can consider, holidays and seasonal events that are unfolding and the energetic kind of noise that happens during those times. But really, ultimately, there's always noise happening. And I think one of the things that's really important, especially during a time when we're being presented with a natural momentum that will support us in a deep dive, it's important that we have a little bit of awareness around filtering that noise and allowing ourselves to come back into alignment, come back into our center, and exhale and breathe and have space to really listen. Yeah, really listen within. So what I'd like to do is I actually would like to do just a bit of a practice today. I'd like to invite you to sink into practice with me. If you've joined me in my Facebook group, and you've been there for a while, you know that this is something I used to do on a regular basis. We used to do a weekly gathering and sink into a bit of meditation. And while life cycle has changed, I want to actually just bring that here today. I want to invite you to join me into an alignment practice to support you in filtering the external noise. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I want you to find a comfortable position, and I want to invite you to just, create a relaxed and comfortable position. For me, I am sitting in my stool or chair, and I'm just going to relax my hands upward facing on my lap. And I want to invite you to just close your eyes, and we're going to inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. And then again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Letting your body just slow down, let your energy slow down. Wonderful. Noticing where your attention and your awareness has become distracted, where it has focused in other places, where it's already thinking about the next thing that you're going to be doing today, or thinking about a conversation you had 3 days ago or a week ago. Bring all of your energy into this moment. And with your breath, with each exhale, release, let go of, or unhook from wherever your energy has become distracted. As you unhook, as you release it, call your energy back to you. Come back, beautiful soul. Come back, be fully whole. Wonderful. And as you're doing that, just begin to notice the space within your heart. Notice how it begins to fill. Yeah, the energy begins to feel full. If you'd like to bring a hand to your heart, I invite you to do that. Continue with your breath. Inviting yourself to just slow down, to be present within you, and to let go of all the spaces and places where your energy has become scattered, to call it back. Wonderful. We'll just take a couple more breaths here. Continuing to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Find a nice, slow rhythm. Not trying to force anything. And then when you feel ready, you're going to take your other hand and place it just below your navel center. And we're going to invite all of that energy that you called back, all of the energy of you, to land, be fully present down in that navel center space, just below your navel center. So letting yourself expand wholly into your physical body. Slow down, be present, and expand within the physical space that is you. Wonderful. Nice full inhale and exhale. Great. And then from here, invite yourself to synchronize with the rhythm of the earth. Yes. Now, as you are connecting with being fully present within yourself, you can invite in your spirit guides and allies and helpers, ancestral helpers, to do a bit of clearing and cleansing of your energy field, helping you to release the noise, release the distractions, and really tune in, connected, wholly connected with you. Perfect. And then when you feel ready, releasing both of your hands back into your lap. We can just stay here for a moment longer. Thanking your helpers, your allies, your guides. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just noticing within yourself the channel of energy that is created, that's been opened, and how fully present you are within yourself. Take a deep breath, nice full exhale. Thank yourself for taking this time for you. Thank yourself for slowing down and being present today. All right. So as you feel ready, I'm already, if you're watching me, you can see I'm already moving. But as you feel ready, begin to just create some gentle movements through your shoulders, your neck. Turn your head side to side. Move your arms, your fingers, your toes, and wake up your body and drop within and ask, what is the next thing I should do today? What is the next thing I should do right now? What is in highest good and most beautiful alignment for me right now? Take a little note. And I want to thank you. And thank you for joining me today for this episode. And have a wonderful day. And if you are curious or interested in joining me for the year-long Take It to Ceremony training, I would love that. You can learn more about that on my website, LoriAandress.com, and the direct link is /ceremonial arts. So I'll put the link in the show notes, and if this is something that is really speaks to you, I'd love for you to join me. And if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. Drop me a note. Let's set up a time. We'll connect, have a conversation about this program, and see if it's a fit for you. Have a beautiful day and shine brightly, my friend. Bye for now.